Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we have some very, very exciting news. A lot of breadcrumbs have been laid out, and it is heavily implying that Phase 8 is on the way, as well as possible Dwarf Shamans and Tauren Paladins here in Season of Discovery, which is absolutely amazing. Everybody's been wanting this for a long time and talking about it, so I can't wait to see what we have with that. But once again, I apologize for my voice. I'm trying my best to get this out there, but it stops for no one. I've been battling the flu pretty much all week. I'm actually starting to think it's COVID, but if you can tolerate it, we have some awesome stuff to get to. So without further ado, let's switch over to the news. So I'm going to head over to the first post that we have. So this is our Francie Algalon, the Observer, and he likes to post that we have changes in the build. So as we can see, we have the 1.15.6, which is what we're on, and this is going to 1.15.7, and that is the new version of the game, and that is generally what they use to test. Two changes before this, when this happened, this is when we got the Phase 7 PTR. So my guess is we looked for a Phase 8 PTR pretty early because we had immense success with that with the Phase 7 PTR. It came out about week 4 or 5 of AQ for Naxxramas, so we could see some things hop on there, be able to test it, be able to make it right, so we can have a very clean launch, because not many people actually go on the PTR to test it, and so that is my theory, that is my guess. Time will certainly tell. Obviously, with Scarlet Enclave, it is very new and very different, so we have a lot to look at and think about when we are headed in there, and obviously they want to keep that a secret, hide it as best they can, and we will see more with that. Now, the next thing is what has people very, very hyped, and that is going to be Dwarf Shaman. So, if we look at these NPC names and stuff, this was actually posted by Mr. GM on Twitter last night. Really awesome leak. This is how I found it, so huge shout out to him. We have Teo Hammerstorm right here. Here's the Shaman Trainer, and this is the Wowhead Cataclysm post. He is here in in Dunmoreau, and that is where you learn for starting off a shaman. Now, what is super, super interesting is that Teo Hammerstorm was added to the files in Season of Discovery as well. Why else would you add the shaman level, the starting area shaman trainer into the game files if you didn't have any plans of using him? However, it is really cool to see that. Obviously, it could be nothing, could be them just stringing us along, but we know that the devs play Alliance, so if they're going to test it, they're definitely going to do Shaman first and try that out, so really cool to see them do that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. We have no actual hints other than all the hints that we got in the previous SOD phases, and them just sort of having NPCs and things like that that are sort of leaning into it and going after it, so really cool stuff with that. Then I went ahead and looked for the Paladin Trainer, and so he is Sunwalker Halaku in the Tauren starting area, Mulgore, and he did not start here in, he is not in the SOD files, so I searched the SOD database as well. None of the Sunwalkers are, because all of the Paladin Trainers are Sunwalkers, so they only added the Shaman ones, and I know Blizzard is not crazy enough to just add Shaman, so I highly doubt that we would just get the one of those classes. That'd be really, really upsetting, because they are pretty much the hero class of Season of Discovery. Tons of people are playing Shaman and Paladin on both factions, and so it would suck a lot if they only gave Alliance Shamans and not Horde Paladins. However, I think it's just them testing it, seeing how it might work, if it's even possible. But him being added is a really, really good sign, and is one of the most recent signs that we have seen that we might even get that in the game. So really cool stuff. But that is it on the tidbit of information that we have. Just to show you what I mean by hero classes, if we look at my guild here, we have 329 people here in the SOD Saviors, and that when we look at the entire roster, and I'm going to sort by class so you guys can see, Druid is number 2 with about like 30 of them. But shamans, we have 81 shamans in our guild. Shaman is by far the most popular class. It's not even close. They're almost a third of the guild right now. So everybody on the Horde is trying to play shamans, and you really do want one of every spec in your raid too, so it helps a lot with that. Same with druids. Druids are just kind of on both factions, so it's not really like the super big appeal, and they're okay in normal classic. Like, they do have playable features, but Paladin and Shaman definitely are like the new one, the hyped one, the one that they've done the most stuff with. So I can't describe how happy I am for Tauren Paladins if they came into here. I told my guild we're doing a third raid, we're getting everyone there. It would probably be like an all Paladin raid, honestly, but it'd be really cool to have Tauren Paladins here, and what better time to do it than towards the end of SOD. And especially if, I don't know what the future holds, but especially if they keep doing content, it'd be awesome to have both of those classes on both factions after doing all of the original classic content on like the normal thing of Alliance having Paladins, Horde having Shaman. But it'll finally help me out with all the blue posting I do, because everybody always is complaining every patch now. So Paladins are OP, Shamans are OP, whether they're Horde or Alliance, just non-stop. Whatever one you are, you're complaining about the opposite being too strong. So it'd be really cool to have, for a balance sake, everybody be able to play on both of them. And so I am going to actually venture over to Tauren Mill and show you one of the coolest hints that we saw earlier in the game. So I will see when we get there. Alrighty guys, so this is one of the earliest references that we have towards Tauren Paladins or Alliance Shaman, that being a thing. We have right here outside of Tauren Mill. This was the phase 1 crafting quest, where you had to like run over here and go investigate a dark crystal of light. But as you can see, Brave Stormtorch here has Devotion Aura, and as you guys know, that is the aura that Paladins get. So I would read all this to you, but as I said, my voice is terrible, so just pause the video right here if you want to read what he is saying. But he gives pretty good indications that he's from like the future or something, and a place where Tauren Paladins exist, which is pretty freaking cool. But anyway, that is it for what I have as sort of tidbits and hints and information we have. I don't actually know if there's a dwarf that hints at Alliance Shaman becoming a thing, but if there is one, you guys probably know about it. If you're an Alliance player, definitely drop it down below in the comments. I think it'll help a lot of people. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, a lot of breadcrumbs. None of it is actually confirmed, but it could lead to some really awesome stuff that has me so stoked. I would love to play Tauren Paladin here in Season of Discovery. So anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.